Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and it is Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for another Market Watch video. So today is March 2nd, 2025, and it's time for the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. This is episode number 30. So we're going to go through all the different asset prices, pack prices, and card prices, so you guys know the drill. So let's start with the tokens. So starting with SPS, as you can see, we've stayed pretty much right around just under that 0.007 mark for the last month or so. So SPS continues to struggle, getting closer to a penny. Vouchers have dipped down just barely above a penny at 0.0098. And then DEC, which had a rebound month and a half ago up in the 80s, we're still consistently about 75% of peg. So currently we're at 0.759. So DEC hopefully will get pushed up a little bit more. The team is kind of getting low on DEC, so they should start buying some pretty soon. So maybe that price will start getting up to 80 cents per thousand. Vouchers, we continue to use vouchers. So even though there's not a whole lot of talk about, Alfka, I don't see a lot of chat about it. It is still being bought. So you can see we've added 145,000 vouchers in the last 2 weeks. So we're adding just over 10,000 a day out of the 40,000 printed. So vouchers are continued to be spent, but not enough to keep up with the 40,000 a day supply. I'm thinking there should be another voucher card coming out sometime in the next week or two. The team hasn't really talked about it, but I think we are due for another one. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, SPS burning. So you can see over the last month and a half, we've been pretty consistent, 250, 300,000, somewhere in there. We're just under that a little bit at 227,000 burnt over the last 2 weeks. So we're burning just over 16,000 SPS a day. Okay, moving on to packs. So how are prices of older packs going? Alpha, you can see really no change at all in the last week, 2 weeks actually, still sitting at 54.80 a pack. None have been opened over the last couple weeks. Beta dipped down a little bit. Was pushing $12 a couple weeks ago. Now that beta is pretty much out of jackpot prizes. I think when I last looked earlier today, there's 6 beta packs left for the jackpot prize, but they have added Chaos Legion, Rift Watchers, and Nightmare packs. So with all the chances of getting all those different packs, those last 6 beta packs are somewhere in the mix. We're sitting at just over 20,000 packs. 28 packs are open over the last couple weeks. Same thing with Untamed, not a whole lot of movement. Only 1 pack was opened. Dice still sitting at 820. 1 pack was opened. Orbs still sitting at just under $8 a pack. 4 packs have been opened. Chaos Legion. So back a month and a half ago, when we were kind of pushing that 50-cent price for Chaos Legion, I thought we'd kind of turn a corner, and we'd be, maybe 40 cents plus from there on out. But in the last month, the bots have been continuing to undercut each other and pushes the price lower and lower. Currently, Chaos Legion packs are selling about 32, 33 cents on the market. We have opened over 11,000 packs in the last couple weeks, so that's up from 2 weeks ago when you can see it was just right around 7,000. So a lot of packs are being bought, a lot of packs are being opened, but still, we almost have 1.9 million packs left, so still more than enough Chaos Legion to go around. Rift Watchers, no one's really talking about Rift Watchers, but the price is holding. The price is not tanking. We're not seeing bots move into this and undercutting each other and pushing the price down. So Rift Watchers has been consistently, around that, $1.75 to $1.85 for quite a while. And packs continue to be opened. We went through 161 packs for the last couple weeks. Most of these, I'm thinking, are from the jackpot prizes. Rebellion. So Rebellion prices have been anywhere from $3.80 to $4. I saw a few days ago that packs were selling for over $4 in game. They've come down a little bit, but still, I don't see prices going much below like $3.70 or so. So it seems like we're going to get right around that $4 price point and hold that going forward. When Conclave Arcana comes out, it will be interesting to see if people start liquidating some of the Rebellion packs that they're holding just to come up with funds to by Conclave Arcana. So on one hand, I'm thinking these prices aren't going to go down much, but then at the other time, I'm thinking, maybe these prices will go down in a month or so for packs, as people try to get funds for the new set. So we'll have to see. But currently, they are still holding pretty strong. Circulating, the number's kind of hard to figure out now. Splinter cards kind of changed their circulating amount. But when I went through, did the math, it looks like we're just under 70,000 packs remaining unopened. We've opened 2,200 packs in the last 2 weeks. And at the rate that we're opening packs a day, it would take, just over a year to go through all these packs. So probably by the time the pre-sale goes live, we'll be somewhere around maybe 62, 63,000 packs left. Okay, so now for sets. So how are the older sets doing? Commons for alpha, you can see 46 to $1.36, pretty standard there. Rares $1.37 to over 18. Epics $3.30 to 95, and then legendaries just under 20 to 280. So the thing to look for a lot of the older sets is the floor price. Sometimes you'll get these spikes in the high price simply because there's not very many on the market. If there's a single copy, you can get a huge price spike. Or sometimes in the case of this, the $280 is for a max level card. So if there's no single BCX on the market, that's where you're going to get some anomalies in the high price. Gold foils, you're looking at $13.60 to $2,600. Gold foil rare price, the floor is 35. Gold foil epics, $3.75 is the floor. And then there's only a single gold foil legendary card on the market for $12,000. Okay, your alpha promo cards. The common card came down a little bit to $6.40. The rare card is still there at $12.50. Epic moved up $10 to $55. No legendary. And then for the gold cards, your only choices are the rare and the epic. The rare, as you can see, inflated price because it's the only one on the market for $399, or the gold foil alpha epic for $950. Okay, moving to beta. So you can see not a whole lot of change in the beta prices. The floor prices are pretty much the same as they have been. Your commons are starting at 5 cents, your rares at 22, your epics at 70 cents, and your legendaries at $3.90. The top card, the $125 card, continues to be Voldemort, and this is for a single BCX, but you can get higher level cards of Voldemort for cheaper BCX than 125. So definitely check that out if you're looking for a higher level card. Gold foil commons starting at $1.82. The rares start at $7.15. The epics, you can see the same, $32.98, and then the gold foil legendaries start at $345. Your promo cards, so the key card, the common, is the Dragon Summoner. He had been pushing $1. There are some copies now for 65 cents. So if you're looking to pick up a Dragon Summoner under $1, now's your chance. The rare is still at 43 cents. The epic has come down from that spike a couple weeks ago down to $1.50. Red Dragon is sitting at $8, and then the two legendary cards, or the other legendary cards, Prince Julian is sitting at just under 1,000, so he's the same as 2 weeks ago. But Archmage Arius has come down from $1,500 to $600. And then the gold foil versions are the same as 2 weeks ago. The common Dragon Summoner is still sitting there for just under 10, and the gold foil rare for 35. Moving to Untamed. So Untamed, you can see the floor prices really haven't moved a whole lot. Commons are at 2 cents, rares at 6 cents, epics at 20, and then legendaries starting at $1.15. Your gold foils, 52 cents is the floor for the commons, $2.20 for the rares, $11 for the epics, and then $60 for a gold foil legendary. And then the key cards from Untamed, Kitty, same as 2 weeks ago, holding at $38.50. Llama's come down to 22. Jotun came down a little bit to $37.52, and then Kron has rebounded to the highest price it's been, as you can see, in over a couple of months, up to $7.50. Gold foils, Kitty's still at $17.50. No gold foil Llama. Gold foil Kron or Jotun came down from $1,500 to $1,050, and then no gold foil cron in a couple of months. And then your promo cards, you've got the Halfling Alchemist at $1.46, Chain Golem $4.99, no Mighty Dricken. The gold foil versions, the Alchemist is at $99.50, Chain Golem is up to $4.75, and then no gold foil Dricken. Okay, moving to dice. Once again, you can see not a whole lot of movement in dice prices. Floor of the commons is 2 cents, rares 20 cents, so these are your summoners, 20 cents to $1.95. Epics starting at 23 cents, and then legendaries at $2.60. Your gold commons starting at 53 cents. The rares, which are your summoners, are in the 480 to 1885 range. Your epics 1150 to 30, and then your gold foil legendary is $59 to $300. Moving on to orb. So commons starting at 6 cents, rares 24, epics came down a little bit from $1.08 to 78 cents. Remember, there's only 2 epics in the set. So one is 78 cents, the other is $1.16. Legendaries starting at $5.24. Your gold foil commons starting at $2.95. Your gold foil rares at $8.44. The gold foil epic, the wizard that had been up for sale for a while, is gone, so I don't know if that sold or was taken down. And then your gold foil legendaries, $700 for the warlord and $1,000 for the Pegasus. Okay, moving on to Chaos Legion. So your Chaos Legion cards, you can see here the one movement of note is the legendary prices. The floor has come up from 44 cents up to 49. The gold foil commons, common cards starting at 14 cents. Gold foil rares at 72 up to 381. Gold foil epics, you guys know I love these for land, anywhere from $4 to $10. And your gold foil legendaries, $18.38 to $199. The soulbound cards, the one card of note for the commons is the Fungus Flinger, is 22 cents, so that card is spiked up in price. I think this might have been one of the cards that Boba Fett had been purchasing a month, 2 months ago, something like that. Once this card, was no longer able to be unbound, so the price on that has moved up. Your rares, 25 cents to just under 50 cents. Epics, $1.05 to $1.71. And then your legendaries, $5.50 to $12. So other than Fungus Slinger, I don't think there's been a whole lot of movement over the last couple weeks for those. Your gold foils, you can see here, common starting at $1.17. Rares starting at $5.79. Epics, $27.50. And then legendaries, $118 to $225. Your promo cards, so the bear that had seen a price spike about a month ago, he's 10 cents, so he's come down a little bit. Actually, Vruz is now past him. Vruz is sitting at 12 cents. Oh sure, this is the first time in a while I've seen it under $7, so sitting there at $6.95. Dr. Blight, $8.17. Zerial at $13.59. Waka, $189, and Lux Vega, $208.59. And the gold foil versions, the bear is at $2, Vruz at $4.25, so a big price spike there. Oshure is sitting at $55. Dr. Blight has doubled since a couple weeks ago, where he was sitting there, at $41. Now gold foil is $82. Zerial is sitting at $120. Gold foil Waka for $10,000, and a gold foil Lux for $2,750. Okay, Rift Watchers. So the only real card of note for Rift Watchers, as you guys know, is Inevitable. So single copies of Inevitable have moved up from $18 to $30. There's only one copy at $30, and then it goes $32, $34, $37 very quickly. So not very many cards of Inevitable on the market, and they're starting at $30 per BCX. Gold foils, not a lot of movement. You can see the price range is still the same as it's been. Gold foil commons starting at 18 cents. Gold foil rares at 77. Gold foil epics at 470, and then gold legendaries just under $25 to $200. Okay, Rebellion. So what is going on in the land of Rebellion? Common cards have come down a little bit. 2 weeks ago, it looked like we were going to start hitting 10 cents for the floor for some of the commons. Now that floor price has been pushed down a little bit, but the high end, the summoners, are starting to push upper 30s to close to 50 cents each. So if you haven't picked up your summoners yet, keep an eye on that price. Your rares, 10 cents to 225. Epics, 59 cents to 238. And then legendaries, $30 to $50. Your gold foil rebellion, common starting at 70 cents, rares at $1.06, gold foil epics at 7.50, and then gold legendaries 38.45 to 5.99. And that's not for the card that you would think. Okay, soulbound. So your soulbound cards, the base cards, you can see pretty much the same range still. 9 to 11 cents for the commons, 34 to 43 for the rares, $1.95 to $2.59 for the epics, and then $10 to 45 for the legendary cards. And this is for a multiple BCX, so no single copies of that card. Gold foils starting at $1.89, gold foil rares at $11, gold foil epics starting at $38, and then the gold foil Galactus, I think that was listed a couple weeks ago. That one is not on the market anymore. So I'm not sure if it's sold, but it's not listed currently. Okay, some of your key legendary cards. You can see here Kai came up to almost $5 at $4.85. Kane had a nice boost from 13 to 18. Rage is up to 16.50. Darg came from 12.63 all the way up to 17. Venka had a nice price spike too. That's from 24 to 37. Lorcus went from 28 to 29. Cryptic is from 23.51 down to 19.99. Tofu, so you can see this is the lowest I've seen it in a while. From the last couple of months is at an even $50. EMP is at 19.16. Nidhogger, $14.50, and then Risk Eldrath is sitting at 17. Your gold foil versions, Kai, as you can see, doubled in price, over doubled in price from 2 weeks ago at 99. A Kane came down from 159 to 72. Rage from 235 down to 128. Darg went from $100 to 5.99. Gold foil Venka went from 184.50 to 130. Lorcus is at $193. Cryptic is at an even 200. Gold foil Tofu, 285. There are currently no gold foil EMPs on the market, so first time that I've not seen him on the marketplace. Nidhogger is at 120, and then Risk Eldrath gold foil for 154. Okay, and then finally for your promo cards, so Grimbarden Smith has come up. You can see 2 weeks ago it was $3.76, now he's up to $5. Not sure if this is partly for survival mode, so a lot of these price movements we'll just have to track going forward and see if this is because of survival mode. Gold foil came down from 25 to 18.30. Mantaroth has continued to slide. You know, a couple weeks ago he had been, or a few months ago, he'd been consistently in the $30, $35 range. Now he's come down to $25.50. The gold foil is at $150. The Enforcer is sitting at 88 cents. Gold foil at $5.98. Baron Fiat has seen a nice move over the last month. 2 weeks ago he was sitting at $4. Now he is at $8, and the gold foil has moved from $55 to over $65. Mana Warden still sitting at 14 cents, but the gold foil price has almost doubled from 2 weeks ago to $3.98. Sanctus is sitting at $3.70 with the gold foil at 25, so he's moving up as well. Eleanor is at just under $60, and the gold foil is at $850. So I was pretty sure that that price a couple weeks ago at $285, that card was going to get snatched up pretty quick, and it looks like it was. Night Stalker, $2.15 with the gold foil at $24.44. Delia sitting at just under $60 with the gold foil at $5.95. Rune Anarchist, $4.45, still not very many on the marketplace. And there is a gold foil, but $129 for a gold foil rare. Okay, Rick Loneman is sitting at just over $80. No gold foil on the marketplace. Mossmender, $2.30 with the gold foil at 16, so this one has moved up as well. Nefcat has moved from 34 up to 41, with the gold foil being at just above $420. Alfka sitting at 1663, with the gold foil at 199. Warborn Shaman, $1.85, gold foil at 1650. And then finally, Fizbo is also seeing a nice price movement from 34.40 up to $46.34 with the gold foil at just over $420. So have seen some movement in the promo cards and on some random cards that we will get into in part 2 of the Market Watch. So like I said, with survival mode going live just this last Thursday, it's going to be interesting to track over the next few months how the card market reacts, how the liquidity does. So in part 2, when we look at the numbers and we look at like how many are on the market, this is going to be a good record going forward of which cards seem to dry up off the market and which ones move up in price. So stay tuned for part 2 later today. And until then, stay the course, keep on forging and have fun, and I will see you soon with part 2. Take care.